Hi there, in this video tutorial I'll be showing you how to customize the colors of your doodles to your liking and also how to resize them for your own project purposes without losing quality. In this particular demonstration I'll be showing you how to do that on Adobe Illustrator, but if you're using a different graphic editor you can basically adapt the same concepts to the graphic editor of your choice. Alright, so let's get started. So each time before I kick off a project, what I would recommend doing is to head over to your Doodle Stanza pack. Once you have downloaded it and unzipped it, you will see the doodle sets arranged into these organized folders. And to get started, what I would recommend is to head over to the Previews folder so that you can kind of have a bird's eye view of all the doodle assets that you can work with. All right, you can explore the character, look at the poses, or you could go through the props. Okay, there are over 2,200 uniquely hand-drawn doodles in this particular pack. Okay, so what I would typically do is to go over the previews and just kind of take note of which item I want to work with for my particular project. All right, so for this particular demo, I will go ahead and show you the color customization for the online entrepreneur for this particular heart pose. Okay, so under each doodle item, you will notice that we have provided you the black and white version and also the color version. Okay, so this is the PNG image format. A PNG image format is basically the format that you like to use where you want to use the item as is. Meaning to say, if you're happy with the color, you're happy with the size, you can use it right away into your website, your sales funnel, or your graphic or video editor to do the montage and all that. Okay, but let's say you want to customize the color of this. Okay, or maybe change the size for your print projects and etc. The file that you will need to work with is the SVG file. Okay, so this is the SVG file and I've just opened it under Adobe Illustrator and this is what it would look like. Okay, so under Adobe Illustrator you will see that there are layers in here. Okay, so in the layers we have organized it into the stroke, shadow, and color. Okay, so the color over here, let's say if I'm to hide it, you will see just the stroke and shadow remaining. And if I'm to hide the shadow, you will see just the stroke here remaining. So let's say you want to customize the stroke thickness. If you prefer something thicker, just select it and then change the stroke weight. If you don't see the stroke or the layers panel, by the way, you can actually open them under window and just select the layers and the stroke for the panel to open up. Okay, so coming back to the stroke thickness customization, just select the stroke and change the values of the weight here. Let's say I want to increase it to 3 points. Okay, you will see it becomes thicker. All right, or if you prefer something thinner, let's just bring it down to 1 point. You will see it becomes thinner. Okay, and you can also change the color of the stroke by selecting it, then going over to the stroke color over here. Okay, there you go. Okay, but let's just reset this back to the original. Okay, and now let me show you how to change the color paths. All right, so to change the color paths, very simple. Just go over to the direct selection tool. The hotkey is A. So let's say you want to change the shirt color, just select the shirt and then select the fill and select the color of your choice. Same thing if you want to change the pants, select the pants and select the color of your choice. All right, so if you would like to change the skin color, okay, so in this particular example, you will notice there are three different skin path, which is the face and the hands. So instead of changing them individually, okay, a little tip that you could do is to just select it once, select the face, okay, and then go over to the select menu, same, fill color. So what this does is it will automatically select all the other paths with the same fill color in this document. Okay, so now let's change the skin color. There you go. All right. Now let's just reset this. Okay, back to the original. Okay, another tip that I would like to share with you is how to customize this into a hybrid kind of style. All right, hybrid kind of style where you have the grayscale and also a color popping up for the particular object. All right, let me show you how that works. So under the color, okay, select the color in the layers, go over to edit colors, and convert to grayscale. There you go. All right, so now this is a grayscale kind of look. And what I typically like to do is to change the skin to white. So same thing, let's select the skin once, go over to the select menu, same, fill color. And let's change this to white. There you go. All right, so now let's say this particular object, you want it to pop out, you want it to have a different color. And this kind of hybrid styles is also a huge attention grabber, which is a very good scroll stopper as well. So let's say you want to change this color now to red, you will notice that it is not going to work. All right, why? Because right now the document is in grayscale. So to change the color of this heart shape, what you need to do is to change the document back to the RGB mode. So go over to edit colors, convert to RGB. Now if you select the heart shape and you change the color, let's just give it the red. There you go. You look and you can see that it works now. All right, so this is the hybrid kind of style, which I also like to use sometimes in my campaigns, and this is how you actually do it. All right, so now moving on to the resizing. Okay, to resize the particular doodle, if you were to attempt to select all, which is Control A, then let's say you bring it down. Okay, you will notice there is a problem with the stroke over here. Okay, the stroke maintains to be really thick, and the same thing if you were to size it up, you will see the stroke actually gets thinner and thinner. Okay, so to avoid this issue, let's just bring it back. Okay, to avoid this issue, what you need to do is to select the stroke layer, then go over to Object, Path, Outline Stroke. Okay, so this will actually convert the stroke into a path. And now if you are to resize it down, you will see it still looks good. Same thing if you were to resize it up to be really big. Let's say you want to blow it up for a huge billboard or poster, or use it for your t-shirts and etc. Everything will still look good without losing any quality. All right, so that's all for today's tutorial, for this particular tutorial on how to change color and resize it with Adobe Illustrator. I hope you have found it useful. Stay on the lookout for my emails for more future trainings and tools and tips. I'm El Wong, and I'll talk to you soon.